Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish... one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Humphreys. Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's low. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position.
Turning it on! Fights off the defender. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore to the air. Under fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Release to the back. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
The play action fake. Going for it all. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Moore will throw. He'll take a shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for room. It's Young. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Alabama will get the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst.
Continues to fight for yards. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback will keep it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Dropping back, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Tripped up for the tackle. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. For a right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Moore to the air. Hauls it in. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the...
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Hand off from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Now adjusting. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moore will throw. It's complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's low. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got knocked out.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it get the first down, and stay on the field.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Fighting off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore will throw. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense, quick tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's low. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Looking left. Makes a connection. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Extending the play. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up 14 over Tulane. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Moore will throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Creates a little room. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's low. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They will score! Touchdown Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Ducks get it past the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Moore to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback's scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want that clock to run. it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Russell. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, I think...
Got it in stride inside the 20. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Working that left side now. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Going right to work up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll make the stop, but that first down on to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Moore will throw. Still looking, on the move. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
They'll try to pass their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
And the Ducks enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need it.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.